In this video, I will explain to you why our Western societies are abnormal. Let's assume that development is just natural because we can observe the fact everywhere in the universe. So we are evolving, or we should be evolving as individuals, and the technology progress around us is evolving too. That's quite normal. But the modern societies in their current form, they have existed for the most part just for 70 years. They were created in good intention after the Second World War, and in just 70 years they have led us on our world to the abyss. Indigenous people have lived on this planet, on planet Earth, for thousands of years and have lived in harmony with nature, and would do so today if the Iberian Western societies had not overrun and destroyed them. What have they done? They have invaded these people like barbarians and imposed their doctrine, their maxims and their thinking and values. It would have been much smarter if what societies had learned in the past had been passed on. But on the contrary, it was pretended that everything was fine, that everything was under control, and that one's own values are the only true ones. Different thinking and different beliefs were forced on the indigenous peoples until they thought and believed that what the others do is okay. If we look closely, we can still see this everywhere today. In the school systems, in politics, in business. Let's take the island state of Tonga from the South Seas as an example, since there has been not a single corona death to this date. And yet Tonga has closed all its borders, the main economic branches and the economic branch of tourism is down, people are starving and many don't know what to do. And why all this? Because Tonga does not have the means and opportunities to conduct research like in the industrialized countries, and therefore does not have any corona specialist. The country observes and relies exclusively on foreign countries as role models. That's exactly what little kids do, and we adults have a responsibility. Do we take this responsibility serious? Coming back to my statement that Western modern societies are sick, we can also read it from the state of the environment, what the climate says, and we deal almost exclusively with the people who bring suffering and terror to the earth. At school, children learn all facts about Napoleon, Caesar, they talk about Adolf Hitler or other generals, but nobody cares about the people who really saved our world or made it better. Such as Claire Patterson, who spent his life fighting against leaded gasoline. It was only because of him that the Clean Air Act came about in 1970, which probably saved the lives of all humanity. Today we all fill up with unleaded fuel, but nobody knows about him. Not even a picture of him can be found in the online encyclopedia Wikipedia. We don't learn anything about such good people in school. Values, approaches and things that have been taught for decades are still taught. In today's society, we give away our children as early as possible and send them to daycare centers just to be able to earn money. Early childhood development is so extremely important for our children. Reaching a certain age, we send our seniors to old people's homes and nursing homes, not caring about them or the life experiences that are inherent in them. In the old tribes, they would have become tribal chiefs and medicine men and would have led the people wisely. With us, they eke out their existence in retirement homes. We only care about consumption, and with that we destroy the world on all levels. If such societies aren't perfidious, perverted and sick, then I don't know what is. And the only solution I have thought of is rethinking of our educational system. In the meantime, however, due to the drama in politics, climate and the environment, I am of the opinion that we have to turn the rudder around immediately, because we need a new generation that thinks completely different than we do. The next generation needs a whole new foundation, not to fall into justification traps and excuses. We can no longer put everything above the value of life and need to use our cerebral cortex to plan for the future, to see the future. Otherwise, why did nature create this part of our brain? But to do that, we would have to, and now it's going to be radical, replace all the teachers and guides, or provide them at least with the right information so that they actually can see the challenges for themselves and take the trouble to let go everything that came before. And even more, every single person must recognize his or her responsibility and his or her position in the game. And that can only happen if every person thinks about him or herself without an outside influence and manipulation. Thinking and making decisions freely and independently is the only way of getting out of the trouble. I hope you liked my thoughts, and please leave a like, and if you haven't already done, also subscribe, and if you click on the bell, you will not miss any future impulses for my thoughts and also not any helpful information. See you soon.